Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
COVID-19 case numbers from around the states and territories. Here is a quick wrap of each Australian jurisdiction's latest COVID-19 statistics today, Thursday, April 21st. You can get a more detailed, visual breakdown through the ABC's Charting the Spread story here. You can jump to the COVID-19 information you want to read by clicking below. Victoria. There have been another 11 COVID-19 deaths in the state. There are 444 cases in hospital, with 35 of those in intensive care and 11 requiring ventilation. There were 10,674 new cases today. We thank everyone who got vaccinated and tested yesterday. Our thoughts are with those in hospital, and the families of people who have lost their lives. More data soon. https://coccft@s1p pound COVID-19 vic pound COVID-19 vic data pic.twitter.com/8q6pt4bw vicgovdh @vicgovdh. April 20, 2022. NSW. The state has recorded 16 more COVID-19 deaths. There are 1,641 cases in hospital, 69 of those in intensive care. There were 17,447 new cases announced today. COVID-19 update, Thursday 21st April 2022. In the 24-hour reporting period to 4 p.m. yesterday, 96.1% of people aged 16 plus have had one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, 94.7% of people aged 16 plus have had two doses of a COVID-19 vaccine. pic.twitter.com/SZEB9HBNID, NSW Health, @NSW Health, April 20, 2022. Queensland. Another 15 people have died with COVID in the state. There are 578 cases in hospital, with 17 of those people in ICU. The state has reported another 9,281 cases and currently has 44,085 active cases. Tasmania has recorded one new COVID-related death, a man in his 60s at Royal Hobart Hospital. The death brings the state's total toll for the pandemic to 44. There are 58 people in hospital with the virus, with 20 patients being treated specifically for the virus. The state has recorded 1,468 new coronavirus cases, and active cases in Tasmania are continuing to drop from their peak. A Canberra man aged in his 80s has died with COVID-19, with another 1,265 infections recorded in the ACT. There are now 61 patients with the disease in ACT hospitals, a number that has continued to trend upwards over the past 2 months. Just under 5,500 Canberrans are currently known to be infected with COVID. The ACT is preparing to remove isolation rules for household contacts, in line with New South Wales and Victoria. South Australia SA has recorded a drop in COVID cases and hospitalizations despite an increase in testing. 3 people with COVID have died, 2 in their 90s and 1 in his 60s. The 4,079 new cases recorded today mark a decrease of 177 fewer cases compared to yesterday and 1,319 fewer than recorded last Thursday. There are 241 people in hospital, a drop of 11 from yesterday. Active case numbers have also dropped slightly to 28,276, the lowest number in almost a month. Northern Territory. A woman aged in her 60s has died with COVID at Royal Darwin Hospital, bringing the territory's total number of COVID-related deaths to 39. Authorities say 655 new cases were identified in the past 24-hour period, and 49 people are in hospital. 1 person is being treated for COVID in intensive care. Western Australia. WA has recorded 9,134 new COVID cases. There are 248 people in hospital with the virus, with 9 of those in ICU. 2 historical COVID deaths were reported to the state's health authorities over the latest reporting period, and there are more than 41,000 known active cases across WA.